Yo, what is up? It's your boy Anubis the Gamer Archer here with a brand new video for you guys today, and welcome to the channel. I say stream. Speaking of stream, I stream every Monday through Thursday on Twitch. Hope you're all feeling good, looking, smelling good. If you're not feeling good, hopefully today's video makes you feel better. If you're not smelling good, go wash ass. And if you're not looking good, don't be so hard on yourself. So today's video, it's about Valorant. You know, it's been a while since I've done a Valorant video, and for those who don't know, I'm new to Valorant. You know, I'm a Siege player and Rogue Company player, and I play all these other shooters. And I really never got into Valorant because I just never really cared about it. And like when I seen videos of Valorant, it just looks like CS:GO and Overwatch together, and I kind of just didn't care. But I got into Valorant, you know, a few months ago, and I'll play it here and there. I'm only like a level 8 right now, so that's to say how little I play the game. You know, actually this past weekend, or just in terms of this past week, has been the most I played Valorant. Period. Like I'll play like one game after stream during the week, and then this weekend I've played like, you know, for like a couple hours. So I've been playing more and more Valorant, and I'm enjoying it more and more and more. But in this video, we're going to talk about some things that for me, as on the outside looking at, a casual player who's still learning the game, not good at the game, not bad at the game, just learning the game. What my perspective, what am I thinking of Valorant right now at the beginning stage of playing the game? You know, at this point where I'm making another video where I'm better at the game, more experienced with the game, and my opinion will be different in that video than it is today. But for right now, how do I feel about Valorant, you know, going into it, you know, at this stage of being a level 8 who's been putting more and more time into it, and how would I compare it to the other games that I experience? The first thing is I finally found someone who I want to play, who I enjoy playing. You know, when it comes to, you know, playing certain games, my opinion, you kind of you invest more into it when you find a character. Since, you know, there's a lot of hero shooters out there, you try to find a character who you can connect with and who you feel comfortable playing and who fits your play style. Now, a lot of people will tell you you should be playing characters based on a role, based on what your team needs, which is true in a lot of extent, especially playing ranked. If you're not playing ranked, it's okay, in my opinion, to basically just find a main who you're comfortable with and who you can enjoy. And when you become like this actual experienced player, that's when I would say start to spread out and try other people, and, you know, be someone who's more of a flex, who plays whatever your team needs at that given moment. Though I feel like in Valorant, you know, from the game from perspective of a level 9 player, that you don't really need, you know, individual characters like you would in, say, Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege. You know, you need to have, you know, certain people for playing anchor and things like that in R6. I don't feel like right now, from this perspective, that you need to have like defensive characters all the time. I think this is one of the games where you could just have like a bunch of freaking fraggers. At the end of the day, when it comes to Valorant, I mean, it's all about who gets the kills. And yeah, playing can be put in there as well, but for the most part, you know, it's still an FPS game. So the person who I've been playing, I don't have a lot of people unlocked. I haven't spent a dime on this game. You know, I'm not that invested into it yet. I'm not invested enough in Valorant to spend money on it. But, you know, I was mostly playing Sage for the most part. And whenever I couldn't play Sage, and didn't like, because, you know, she's a popular character, especially at my level of playing, you're gonna see like a lot of people playing who are gonna take her. So whenever I couldn't play Sage, and I would like grab like Phoenix, who I want to play like once or twice, or I'll grab Sova, who I want to play once. But I was like, I finally got to points where I could unlock a new agent, and so the agent that I chose to unlock was Fade. So when I unlocked Fade, I didn't know what her abilities did, and so what I did do, because this is something that I recommend everyone do when it comes to any game. I have a lot of tip videos for Rainbow Six Siege. If you want to get into Siege, watch my tip videos. And I'm saying that because I watch tip videos. I was like, all right, I like this character, she looks cool, I don't understand her abilities, let me watch a couple of videos to figure out how you're supposed to play Fade and what you can do with the character. So I did that, and I started playing her, and instantly there's a connection. Like, there's an instant connection between me and Fade. Like, I was okay playing Sage, but I felt like, as someone who in R6 is, you know, a roamer and a fragger for offense, and someone in Rogue Company who's is a flanker and fragger, and someone who's aggressive in games like Halo and Call of, like every other shooter, I'm a very aggressive player. So playing Sage, I didn't feel like we connected because she's a support character, and I don't connect at all with support characters. I feel like if I'm playing a support character, I'm wasting my own time and I'm hurting my own team because I'm a fragger, you know? So from that mindset, if I'm playing a support character in any game, doesn't matter what it is, I'm playing freaking Rook in R6 or Thatcher, I'm being less useful for my team because I'm better at getting in there, getting some opening kills and things like that, and making it easier for the support characters. So I felt like playing Sage, I wasn't doing what I could do to help out teams the best I could because I'm better at just getting kills. And with Sage, you gotta be able to use your wall correctly. You gotta be able to get heals all correctly. You gotta be able to be smart with your revive and things like that. So I was like, it's better if I just wasn't a Sage player. And when it came to Fade, we connected because Fade, even though she can be a good help for her team, she's also just an in general good solo agent. And as someone who solo plays, I have no friends in Valorant. Someone who plays solo, we connected. We connect because I can just use her abilities to help me win fights. And even when it comes to my teammates, I'll use her alt, I'll use her E just to help my teammates get spots so they can know there's people somewhere or behind that wall or wherever. Even if it's not me directly getting that kill, my teammates can benefit from it, not just me. So I connect a lot with Faye, and she's become a main, and I've been loving playing her. Honestly, if I didn't have Faye, I probably wouldn't be playing Valorant as much as I've been playing it the last few days. I've been playing it a lot this weekend. You guys gonna see this video probably on a Wednesday or Tuesday. But this past weekend, playing a lot of Valorant. It's because of Faye. It's because of how much I've enjoyed playing with her, and how much I enjoyed her as a character, and I have a lot of fun. Now, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who see my clips, see my videos, things like that, try to critique it. Don't, just let me play the freaking game. I'm not playing at a high level. I'm a new player. I'll probably never play Valorant ranked because I just don't care. I only play it when it comes to unrated. And the reason why I say I don't care, I play too many games. I play a lot of shooters. Like I said, I play every AAA shooter that exists. And in most of those shooters, I'm playing ranked. So it's okay for me to have a game or two where I just don't play rank at all and just can enjoy the experience, enjoy the ride, like Destiny. I don't really play Trials of Osiris because I just don't care to. If I'm playing PvP, I'm playing Crucible, and I just enjoy a casual experience of Destiny. Same thing comes to here Valorant. I'll just play unrated and enjoy a casual experience of Valorant. Now, in the future, who knows? Maybe I'll love Valorant in the future to a point where I do play rank, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get these ranks just to play against higher tier players. But just don't bother with the critiquing. I know there's things that I can work on. I'm still learning. I'm still messing around my settings to figure out what settings work best for me. Because it's all about how you as a player play. It's about how your brain works and how your reaction speed is and what you're used to when it comes to your mouse sensitivity, your mouse DPI, and things like that. There's so many different things that factor into how to be a better player and things like that, and how to be a comfortable player too. That is different per person, and you can just whatever is good for you isn't good for everyone else. It's not a one size fit all. It's not a one shoe fits all kind of situation when it comes to any video game, not just Valorant. That doesn't mean you can't give like basic tips, like, hey, I noticed that you seem to be spraying your gun more than you should. Maybe work on this for your mechanics or your positioning and things like that. Because when it comes to me in Valorant, I'm still learning how to understand the guns, because the guns don't work in Valorant the way they work in other games. Simple in Valorant, you are extremely inaccurate when you're moving. You basically have to be standing damn near still all the time when you're in gunfights, just to be accurate. One of the things I also want to mention when it comes to the gunplay of the game was that, like, I'll see people who are like holding down the trigger to fire, and their shots will be inaccurate. But when I do that, like my bullets seem to just not be going like it's not spreading all over the place like it used to. Like I understand the whole movement. Like if you move, then your shots are inaccurate. But like I'll be like standing still and holding the trigger, and my shots seemingly won't connect or whatever. But I'll watch other people's like kill cam like footage, or I'll watch a stream where they're holding the trigger down, or holding the left on mouse down. I guess that makes more sense. It's PC, and they're not inaccurate, or the shots are just going straight. Like I always feel like you have to tap fire in this game, or burst fire, to be accurate and things like that. But maybe I'm just wrong. And like I said, I'm still learning and trying to understand the gunplay and the mechanics of Valorant. And now there's times where you won't get kills, or you'll get kills in those situations. The other thing about Valorant's guns is you can like get hit markers and not get a kill, and I would just sit there confused, like, how am I not killing this person? I'm doing everything that I've seen in videos that tells me this is how to be more precise in Valorant. I'm getting these hit markers and people aren't dying, and it makes you frustrated. And it's not Valorant's fault. It's just I'm still learning. We are still learning, and you're dying in situations where you feel like you should be getting the kills. you start to like want to blame the game, but you know it's just you not being someone who's experienced in the game and someone who's learning how to play the game and things like that. So when it comes at the end of the day, when it comes to Valorant, I think it's way better than I thought it was. I think it's way better than a lot of people think it is. I think Valorant, especially in the R6 community, especially in the Halo community, especially in the Gears community, like a lot of people who don't play Valorant thinks Valorant is just this garbage game who trying to copy off Overwatch and CS:GO by fusing it together. Like a lot of people will tell you that Valorant's ass and things like that when they're not ever really playing it, or if they did play it, they experience how just different, not bad, but different the weapon mechanics are and the gunplay is for Valorant, and they'll view that as Valorant sucks instead of maybe I should learn how to play the game and learn how to get used to its weapon mechanics and gunplay, and I'll be able to get a better opinion, understanding on what Valorant is and how Valorant is. When it comes to community, my experience hasn't been terrible. I've had some games where people were toxic, but it was not really towards me, but just in general toxicity. I've had games where people were annoying, but that's not necessarily toxic. Like I've had games where people were playing music their microphones and just being loud, be loud. So the people who've been annoying, but I don't view being annoying as toxicity. Toxicity is just bullying, or harassing and just being mean in video games, not necessarily just being annoying. Because again, playing music loud is just annoying. Being a squeaker intentionally, raising your voice is annoying. But for the most part, I've also had games where people were very, very courteous and nice, and they'll help me out in situations as well. I still don't know callouts. People, I'm sure people say go watch this video or that video to learn callouts. I would rather, I'm the kind of person who likes to learn on the go, as in learn in game. So I don't want to watch videos on how to do callouts in Valorant or how to understand callouts Valorant. I would much rather just play the game, and maybe hopefully I'll get into a lot of people who are willing to teach me the callouts. But I don't watch a video about it. So far I haven't got to any games where people notice that I'm new to the game and will explain what the callouts are. But I've had games where people will call things out to me and I just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like I had a game before where the sage is like, "Hey, I knew it's there in Bass." I'm like, "I don't know what Bass is," and there's like no response there. They're not telling me what Bass are. I heard someone say they're CT, and it's like, I don't know what CT is. People who type in the team chat, they'll be like numbers like 127, and like I don't know what that means. Now, I don't know the lingo, I don't know the call outs, and there's no one really to teach me that when it comes to in game, because I'll learn better in game. Tell me in a video, I won't remember it, but I'll learn it if I learn it in game, I will remember it, and things like that. If I'm hearing it as I'm playing the game or with people, I have a better chance at keeping it in my head and understanding the game better. But as a solo player, that's really difficult. Really difficult means as a solo player, because it means that there's a chance that I will never get a Valorant experience where I've experienced people on my team who are telling me who are giving me the right direction and call outs that will benefit me growing. But at the same time, that's not a negative towards Valorant, because I've been able to play the game without knowing the callouts. And yes, there's been games where I struggled and probably would have been better if I knew some callouts. But I've had games where you wouldn't even notice I was new to the game. You would think I knew what I was doing. You think I was experienced. You think I knew the map layouts. I don't know maps at all. But you would think I did because I just do better. I'm a chameleon. I play all the shooters, so my brain adapts very quickly and very easily. I play on both console and PC. I'll go back and forth. On console, use controller. PC, use mouse and keyboard. And it's easy to me. Both of those are easy to me. It's not hard for me to play on keyboard mouse. It's not hard for me to play on console. None of that. I'm a gaming chameleon. So it's easy for me to adapt. But as someone who's a jack of all trades, you're good at everything, but not great at anything. You could get better at those things if you have the circle to help you get better at what you want to get better at. But at this point in the game, I think Valorant is definitely better than what a lot of people think it is. I think Valorant's a solid game. I've had very positive games in terms of not just like my own performance, but just the overall experience of playing the game has been pretty positive. When it comes to people I've played with, people played against, people, every game I've been in, literally every single game I've been in Valorant, it ends with everyone in all chat typing GG. There's no game I've played where that's every game. There's like when I play Siege, sometimes you'll get some GGs in the all chat, sometimes, but other than that, it's very rare. Halo is mega rare. People are very, very toxic. Halo won't say shit to you unless they're trying to talk shit to you. Other Overwatch, really see it. Call of Duty, don't see it. Apex, don't see it. It's just super rare. Valorant, Every game I've been in, GG's in chat. So even though people say Valorant is this very toxic game, I haven't really experienced it yet myself. Maybe I will in the future, and maybe the more I play the game, the more I'll experience toxicity. We'll see. But overall, I'll say right now is level 9 in Valorant, who is, you know, someone who's a gaming chameleon who's playing a bunch of other games at the exact same time as trying to learn this game, is good. And I think more people should play it. I think Valorant is a solid game. I prefer more Rogue Company. You know, I main Scorch and Ronin and Rogue Company. Give you an idea how I play games. I would much rather play Valorant than Rogue Company. I love Rogue Company. They're really good. But I'd rather play Valorant. R6, I've put 7 years into that game, so Valorant's a breath of fresh air. I won't say it's better. It's not better than R6. Like, not even close. Valorant's not close to be better than R6. But it's a better experience now. You know, like, I'm at a point with R6 where I'm very, very distant. Like, I'll play the game here and there, but I'm getting more and more distant because it's been 7 years. Whereas Valorant's new. Valorant's that new girl in class. You know, you got the girl in your class who's been the hottest girl in class for the entire school year. There's a new girl, the foreign exchange student. That's Valorant right now for me. You know, that's a very old analogy. You know, I'm not even in school. I haven't been in school in a very long time. But like, Valorant's that new girl. You know, Siege is the ex. Siege is your ex-girlfriend. Sometimes you see her and you're like, damn, wish you're still together. Then you get the new girl Valorant. You like, you know, you are a lot better than my ex. You know, that's it for this video, guys. So you can watch, will enjoy. Catch you guys on the next one. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below. I'll probably be playing a lot more Valorant. You know, especially playing because, like I said, Fade has been the connection. You know, Fade when it came to R6. Even in that game, when I first started playing it way back when, I had to find someone. Like, I was good at R6 from the get-go, but I didn't really love the game until I found characters who I really liked to play, like Habana, like Ash, you know, like Knock. Yes, I know, Knock. There's characters. There's a number of characters in R6. Like, Aruni has been like a breath of fresh air for me. Like, when Aruni came out in R6, I started maining her a lot more, and I fell in love with the game again because of Aruni. You know, same thing comes to like Vigil when he came out. Fell in love with the game again. So it matters who what characters you play as in any video game and who you connect with. Sage is cool, but I just didn't connect with her. Fade has been like the perfect match. Like, we on Tinder, we both swipe right, and we're like, oh, that was quick. You're on freaking whatever, any other like apps or whatever, or you meet on Twitter and you hit it off immediately. You talking in Discord, whatever. Hit out the park. Me and Faye have been a match made in heaven so far right now in Valorant. But again, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next. Y'all be safe. Because I'm gonna be a boy Nubis. I'm out of here. Deuces.